Hi guys, it's me, Dr. Skirbo. So, I'm glad I gave you a view of that jewel weed this morning because this whole section is now leveled. We had to look for where the French drain let out in our yard. We have a stone wall behind all this greenery, and we couldn't actually find it on this side, but we do have some space on the opposite side of the stone wall. So Michael was able to dig a hole so that the French drain had a place to drain on our property instead of our neighbor's property. This house and the house next door, and the woman next door owns the property behind this house. It's about 5 acres actually. Was all in the same family. So when they did set it up, I guess they, didn't think about different people would own the houses. But she was very patient with us, and we try to be good neighbors here. But there's plenty of jewel weed, so don't feel bad that the jewel weed is gone because we have tons of it. And I'll bring you up to the other spot where we work. Now this spot looks terrible. But it's going to look great along the side of our sort of garden at the top of the property, which we don't really grow much because the woodchucks and the critters seem to eat everything in that one. So we just don't have a good enough fence around it, and we have to redo it. We did it when we first moved here. And now all the timbers that we used, because we used natural wood, have sort of disintegrated. So we're going to have to put new timbers up because it is a raised bed. That is actually a garden, even though it doesn't quite look like one. But most of this was blackberries that had overtaken, and something called rice plant that we have here, or Cape Cod bamboo as it was. So it looks terrible, but this is going to fill in really nice. We're going to just go in there, clean it up, and then let nature take its course. It'll fill in all the grass and such. So that's what we have been doing all day. And I already had to take my Epsom salt bath, and Michael just took a nice hot shower. And I think tomorrow we're going to take it easy. But I told you guys that I would show you. Not that it's all that interesting, but I think people like to see progress, or it doesn't quite look like progress, but certainly the job that we needed to get done, we got done. So I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. It's a beautiful day here, beautiful day to work in the yard, not too hot. And not humid at all, which is the main thing for us. So, and there's Michael's little toy. He had a really fun time on it. He did sort of tip it over once, but he was able to right himself. It's a little too unwieldy for me. He wanted me to try it, but we have very hilly property, and I didn't want to end up on my head with that thing on top of me. So, we're going to rent a skid steer next because we have a couple more projects we have to do. And I'd be willing to drive that thing around much more than the thing with the Scoopy. I call it the Scoopy, but I believe it's called an excavator. All right, guys. Just sharing the... Oh. So just one more story, because I always have a story. I'm there like cutting away the wild roses and the berries so he can get through there with the excavator or the Scoopy. And we have a sharpshin or a Cooper's hook, I think, that's on our property, and he kept like watching us, and then he or she, I think it's a she 'cause it's kind of big, she just like kept following me around. It was pretty funny. So she was checking it out. I think, I'd like to think she was following me because she's my, one of my totem animals or something. She had a message for me. But I really think what she was looking for was like a bunny or a mouse to run out from where we were doing all the work, because maybe they'd be scared or something. But we'll just say she was there for me. All right, guys. See you soon. Take care. Love you all.